Good evening. Welcome to Jeannie's World. I did a video this morning feeling bad. Then I went off to have lunch with my girlfriend who babysits my rabbits. And I was in a hurry and I forgot to do my GPS before I left the house. So I wanted to pick up some rabbit food to take over to her house. So I asked Miles to help me with the GPS. Miles doesn't know, but it doesn't stop him from learning, right? And he gave me a hard time about it. And I says, well, we'll just go without the GPS and go by memory. So we did our hour drive to get over there. And we found the correct streets. But Miles is expecting me to read the street signs and the numbers on the walls. And today, that wasn't my cup of tea of seeing street signs or numbers. So we're on the correct street. We're a little further down than we should, but we're in the exact same place, and we'd already passed her house already. And I was looking for a yard with lots of plants, but she had cleaned them out, so that threw me off. But it's my fault that we got lost because I didn't do the GPS and I didn't read the numbers, so it's all my fault. And I do take blame. I should have done the GPS before I left the house because I don't know why it is that you can't see the screen when you go out in the sunshine. And I don't see my screen very good anyway. If I want to Google something, I just forget it because I don't know who designed that. Very bright with tiny blue letters. It's ridiculous. I love people who do good websites. But anyway, we get there and I'm waiting for a very important call. Don't know when I'll get it, if I'll get it today or I'll get it next week. I don't know when I'm going to get this very important call. Because I have to go do a heart something the other. And I got to do the bone density test. So I have to answer all my spam calls. Anyway, I handed the phone to my friend. And then I get out of the car, which is very difficult and it's painful. And so I think it happened at the same time. The phone rang. It was the doctor. And Miles dropped me the wheel of the wheelchair into a hole. And I'm panicking because I know I'm falling. I want that phone because I know I want to talk to that doctor and I don't want to miss that call. So we fumbled the phone, we lost the call. And I'm grabbing the side of the doors and all I'm doing is opening the doors. And by that time I'm crying, you got to leave me alone because I have to regroup and nobody's leaving me alone. And then finally, Miles says something and I tell him off. And then my friend, oh, that was so rude. That was so ugly. I don't even remember what I said. It probably was rude and ugly. Uh, but I had pulled a card the other day and it says, don't get triggered. And I got triggered. So I got the doctor's phone number online, and then you have to listen to all the elevator music for 30 minutes. So kind of gave me time to calm down. And it was a very good call. It was from the orthopedic surgeon. He decided to accept me as a patient. And then I had to call him in to get a referral. So that was a good call. But my friend just kept telling me how ugly I was. I already knew I was ugly, and I was already apologetic. And, you know, everybody puts more into me and Miles than there is. Or maybe I don't put enough. I don't know. But Miles and I are friends. We're not lovers. And everybody has to accept the fact that Miles is not my lover. Miles is not my husband. And Miles is a man or a boy, which is a friend, which you can call a boyfriend if you want. But he's my friend. He is my helper. He's the one who's taking care of me. And sometimes he does a very good job. Sometimes he has a lot of anxiety. So I get calmed down. And my hair is a mess. I don't know why my hair always wants to stick out like it does. It's just the nature of my hair. It's thin and it does what it wants to do. It needs to be washed again. I put so much oil around my eyes and it gets in my hair. And anyway, so we get that. She takes the dog to the veterinarian and we eat the lunch. She gave us a very good lunch. And she comes back and she decides that I need to cut my hair. My hair is thin and stringy, but this is my hair. And I know for a fact if I cut it off and put some rollers in it, I would look so cute. But you know what? I don't want cute hair. I want long, stringy hair. I want my hair the way it is. I'm happy with my long hair. And so she told me when I come back next week, I better have it fixed up. Well, I'm not going to. I might put a wig on, but I'm not going to cut my hair. I'm not looking to please anybody but me. I'm not man shopping. Miles is my man, I guess. We're constantly together in the afternoons. He comes over, helps me do things that I can't do because of my situation. And he cooks supper, and we've been eating supper together for 3 years. And we eat well. I buy stuff, he buys stuff. He cooks it or I cook it. And we eat it together. And we're happy. Anyway, so I got triggered. It kind of messed up the day. But then I got to play with my rabbits. And, well, didn't actually play with my rabbits. I picked up one rabbit and he just cuddled with me for a while. And then he decided to crawl up on my shoulders and to my head. So I said, okay, you're finished being loved, and put it back in his cage. Then I picked up my little girl, Heidi, and she just laid in my arms for at least 30 minutes. She did not even move. And it was nice. I enjoyed it. And then on the way back home, I was telling Miles, I said, I don't know what I said to you. I don't even remember what I said to you. But it must have been my truth. And finally, we talked about the GPS. Okay, he has a lot of anxiety. When he gets triggered, it triggers me. And I said, you need to learn how to do it. You need to read for me. I can't read the small print on this phone. And I said, and I'm going to keep my faith that I'm challenged with eye problems, and it's going to be good. I'm looking at myself right now. I can't even see my face. I see places where my eyes go. I see this thing here and my tiny little lips. But that's about all I see right now. Nothing much. And I think a lot of my eye problem right now is stress. And it was really nice. I got that phone call. I have a doctor, and now I don't have to worry anymore. So a lot of my stress should go away, and I shouldn't be triggered anymore. But it was a good day. It started as a bad day. Miles brought back the thing that was upsetting me, and then it turned into a frustrating day because he wouldn't help me navigate. For me to help him navigate, because when he can't navigate right, he gets really stressed, and then when he gets stressed, I get stressed, and usually I can get him calmed down unless I blow up. And I didn't blow up. I just started crying and just told him, "You can't read." I think that's what I said to her. "You can't read. You don't know how to read." And she went, "Oh, you insulted him. That was bad." He can read. He can. I think, I don't know what it is. I noticed it with my daughter. I asked her to read something and she just skimmed it. I don't want something skimmed. I want it read. I can skim and I get about the same amount of knowledge that they give me. So I need to be kinder and I need to have more self-discipline. Life is good. It turned out that we went by the lake and it was cold front was coming in. No sun on the lake. The water is totally still. And then we just came home. And when we got to Walmart, there was beautiful colors in the sky. And then he went home. And I don't know what I've been doing all these hours I've been home. But anyway, I'm in a brighter frame of mind than I was with this morning's um, video. But I'm not going to post this video until tomorrow because I have a video I want to post from this afternoon. Don't want to excuse me, don't want to overwhelm you with my videos. So it's a good life, and God's got this. Love you.